I'm like, I want to make sure I'm living fully for myself. Good morning. It is Sunday. It's the start of the week. I just took a reformer Pilates class and it was amazing. It was better than the other ones that I've taken, and so I am on my way to go get coffee and start to plan out the rest of my week. I have to be a little bit more productive today, just because it's the start of the week. We're gonna start to weekly reflect and see where I am with my goals, and then we'll go from there. It'll be great. Good morning. It is Tuesday, January 6th. I'm about to get ready for the day, so let's do that. So I just left the coffee shop. I was there for 2 hours, did my yoga orientation, so very productive. The place I'm being productive in, it's so cutesy. Love the vibe. All right, I am back from being productive. I was so productive, proud of myself. I watched my orientation video for yoga teacher training, and I had to correct some documents for my university application, so I'm proud of myself for that. And I started working on my little Instagram carousel, and now I'm back home and I have my hot water bottle, which is the strangest thing that I had never heard of. It really just reminds me of like a heated, warm blanket type of situation. I don't know, but you fill this up with hot water and then it's just warm. I don't know, it's nice, it's kind of cool, especially because it's cold and it's snowing in London, which is crazy, and it's sticking to the ground, which apparently doesn't happen in London often. But I'm doing laundry and I'm having my second cup of coffee for the day. I've had coffee. I had a caramel latte in the morning, then I had tea, then I had a matcha latte, and now I'm having my other coffee. So I am very much a drink girly, and again, I am not sorry about it. So yeah, now I want to finish my carousel post. I'm going to dinner later, and we'll see what else we do. I should probably read. I've been listening to my audiobook, so technically I have been reading. Yeah. I have been working on this Instagram post like all afternoon, and it's taking up so much freaking time. I gotta show you this. It's on my iPad and it's just like my goals and stuff, and I got this idea from somebody else, but if you want to see it, it's on my Instagram. But I'm just like, this is like the first finished one, and obviously the cover, and then I had to do it with all of them, and honestly, it's just been a lot of work, and it's just been really fun too to kind of do. But yeah, I am about to go have dinner, and then that'll probably be all of my filming for today. And today was Tuesday, so I feel very productive, very happy with what I did today. And then we shall see what your girl does mañana, tomorrow. Yay! I need to figure out how to end this better, but we'll get there. Watch me bite into this. It's delicious. I am just slightly out of breath, but I am on my way to take my exam, to see my audition, to see if I get into the bridging program for classical training. So exciting. We're on our way. I know the flow. It's gonna be good. Slay. I kind of look like a mess, but I am up. It is 11 p.m. and I have to be up until like 1-ish for yoga teacher training week 1. This is our weekly meeting, and it's never this late. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. on weekdays, but because I'm in London, I have to be up from 11 to 1. But I just finished myself making coffee, and I'm gonna hop on the meeting, and it's gonna be so much fun. So luck to me. Good morning. I just finished taking a shower. It is Thursday, and today the plan is to go to Sky Garden, so I think that'll be fun and nice. We'll see what else we do and what I film and see what goes on. Alright friends, we have made it to Sky Garden, and it is just a bit underwhelming. Good morning. It is Friday. Yesterday I didn't film too much. I filmed a little bit of going to Sky Garden and kind of a little bit of my morning, but again, super chill day. It was rainy in London, so it was a very London day. And then today I need to do a little bit for my yoga teacher training. So currently I am in the middle of, or just begun, yoga teacher training. So last year I started doing yoga around March, and at first I was like, I don't understand yoga, I don't get it, like it's just too zen for me. And the more I like go through Pilates and my Pilates teacher training and being an instructor as I was last year teaching at a studio, I've come to appreciate yoga. And so when the opportunity to take yoga teacher training through one of my favorite instructors, I was like, you know what, like I might as well do it. I want to know how to practice better for myself. Don't know if I'll still will be teaching it necessarily, but you know, who knows. But I really enjoy doing yoga on myself, and so I'm excited to like just learn about it a little bit deeper as to why I'm doing my 200-hour training. And so I'm doing it virtually because I'm like everywhere at the moment for the beginning of this year, and the course is virtual through a studio in Baltimore. That's where I used to be located, and so I have to do a lot of things virtually, I guess. I keep saying virtually because yes, virtually, but like there's assignments and there's readings, and this week was the first week. Last weekend was the first like intensive weekend, which means that you go into the studio and you're there for like the whole week or the whole day for like 7 to 8 hours, and you're just learning stuff. And since we're virtual, we get the recordings of that, and then we get to be able to do all those fun things. So today I'm gonna go to a coffee shop because I love having a coffee and just working at a coffee shop. It's just my vibe. Again, I keep saying, but like it's like ingrained. You need to like have it in there. And I'm going to look at my assignments and see if I can watch some more videos. I've watched like my first videos on like philosophy and history, and like there's just so many assignments that I still need to figure out and do, and try to figure out my flow because it is something new. So it's always kind of hard to make a routine and grasp like what is my day-to-day gonna look like, how am I gonna integrate this into my life, and having that intention. I guess it's also just that part of the training. It's also part of the training, like how you're discovering, how you're prioritizing, and how you're building your routine, and how productive you're being, and if you're doing yoga and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go to a coffee shop because I love it, and again work on my assignments and see what else there's to do. I have class later today for Pilates, and yeah, point of the story is that I'm gonna go to a coffee shop and work on my yoga assignments, and we'll go from there. It is a couple hours later. I am back home, and I went to Pilates. I bought myself a new ring, which I probably shouldn't have done. And then I went to have lunch / coffee shop and watched a lot of my yoga training videos, so I caught up a little bit there. There's still more I need to watch and more I need to learn and figuring out that routine still. It is 4:30 and I'm home, and I want to continue just watching my yoga training stuff, figuring out my routine, also just kind of enjoying the last week that I'm here in London. But I did want to say that I deleted TikTok. I was talking to my brother today and I was like, we were talking about like New Year's resolutions / goals and stuff, and he was like, oh yeah, by the way, I deleted TikTok. And I was like, oh my god, I deleted TikTok too. I deleted TikTok because I was scrolling too much. Definitely, that's always one of the reasons. I just wanted to stop doom scrolling so much, and so I'm like, first I put a time limit, and then I was like, you know what, F it. Like I just don't want it anymore. Even though like I love the ideas of TikTok and like I want to download it, but I'm also like, no. But I deleted TikTok. Also, one of the reasons was like I have a lot of like New Year's resolutions and like I just want to be more present with myself. Like one of the things I've noticed definitely a lot in like the TikTok world and space, it's like people are kind of telling you how to feel about a certain issue, or they're telling you how to feel about your relationship, or how to like feel where you should be with your goal and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, this is what they think for themselves, but what do I think for myself? Like what's gonna make me the happiest? What's gonna make me way to live that I want to live? Like what is my intention to what my actions are, and how do I feel about what's happening to me? And I kept like thinking of like, oh, I'm kind of sad about this, but I'm like, does that even make sense? Should I be sad about this? And so then I would go and like look for like external validation, I guess. And I'm like, people were saying, no, that doesn't make any sense, you shouldn't like be upset about that. But I'm like, but I am upset about it. And so kind of just looking to see, and like vice versa, right? But I'm like, that was one of the main reasons I did TikTok. I'm like, I want to make sure I'm living fully for myself and what I believe and what I'm thinking and what I feel. But yeah, that was my like talk on TikTok and why I deleted it. And I just want healthy, positive vibes as we continue to track along life, at least. Yeah. I have nothing else to say. I don't think there'll be much more for me to say today, although it's Friday. But again, I will continue to just see. We're still building this relationship and what we're doing, so funsies. Came to Shoreditch, took a yoga class, got some matcha, and then just explored around Brick Lane. Had a great time being a little tourist. I loved it.